Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. Right, in the last session we were once again underneath Fedoran's Keep in the bowels where we met some Vithrak. And whilst we were killing some of them and parleying with others, we stumbled across the final part of the Blade of the Endless Paths, and so we quickly and very swiftly returned to the surface, had some rest, and we're now heading out to Defiance Bay to see if we can get this blade forged. Whilst we are heading towards Defiance Bay, we have brought Palagina with us in as a replacement for Kana. I'm only bringing her with me because we anticipate visiting the Valian embassy to see if there is any update in relation to her personal quest, seeing as she's made her choice. A 22-hour journey. So after we've done this, there's a couple of things that we can do.
All right then.
But we'll get to those things in due course. First order of business, the Valian embassy. I suppose we should possibly also visit the ducal palace. After the events last time we were here, of course the loss of Duke Avar at the hands of none other than Theos, we do wonder what is going on in the upper echelons of the city. Has a new duke been appointed? Is everything in disarray? I suppose we'll find out very shortly. Alright. Uh-oh. This doesn't look good. Palagina, wait! There's a tremble in the ambassador's voice as he slowly and barely raises his hand to pause Palagina's advance. There are men here! Men who... That's enough, ambassador. What the hell are Led and Key doing here? That's enough, ambassador. We are capable of speaking for ourselves. The slight elf standing to the ambassador's side smirks and toys with a stiletto, lightly jabbing his captive in the ribs for emphasis. His bright green eyes turn upward to lock with Palagina's angry stare. Okay, this is bad because, being rather foolish, we thought we'd just be coming here, speaking with the ambassador, swanning off to do our business. Therefore, Palagina has armour on and has a sword, but has no other items whatsoever. No gloves, no rings, no neck pieces, no head pieces. She's pretty much naked in terms of accessories and trinkets to help her. This looks like we're going to be in the middle of a battle. Your superior here, he told me that he didn't want you investigating. He scratches his head with the stiletto, a look of mock confusion on his face. Given his version of events, it doesn't sound like you're very good at following orders. There's no reasoning with these people. You'll have to assume, Palagina's saying, your orders, like those of your idiot comrades at Stonewall Gorge, are also to kill us. If you haven't figured it out yet, that's not going to happen. Always quick with a smart remark, aren't you? I don't really find you that funny, to be honest. The elf holds the stiletto near the ambassador's neck. What do you think, ambassador?
Sometimes that means breaking orders, not following them.
She's talking in relation to her vows to ensure the safety of the republics. Safety? The elf chuckles softly. I don't think the Valiant dukes are going to be too pleased that your insubordination left them with an embassy full of dead diplomats.
Helpless sheep! Freros! Seres! Children of the republics! Show these dogs the price of threatening our people!
Uh-oh. Things are gonna go down here. Oh boy. Ambassador, get stuck in, son. We're gonna need your help. Right, as I said, we didn't anticipate fighting, so Pallegina A hasn't been leveled up, and B, as you will be able to see here, she's not exactly decked out in finery. Did we, though, catch the battle in time to be able to equip ourselves now? Okay, that's the wrong item. Wrong item to test yourself. Okay, we'll assume we can deck ourselves out in stuff. So ad hoc here. Not quite in fitting with roleplay, putting rings on when we're being attacked, but hey ho, needs must. That's of course if we can do it. What am I trying to do here? Item type. Let's just quickly see if we can put something on here. Mid-flow. Yes, we can. Lovely. Okay, so that'll do. What else do we have? We have minor protection. We have combusting wounds. That could be useful. Or we have spirits and vessels. Not really going to help us. That gives suppress affliction, 2 per rest. Combusting wounds. Could be useful. Let's try. Okay. In terms of a hand item, I think melee damage bonus would be decent. We'll go with that one. She can't have a headpiece. In terms of neck piece, max endurance, friendly aura, defense against spells might be useful. Fireball. What else do we have? Loads of cloaks. 12 reflex, that's pretty good for a tanky type, right? Okay, boots. Boots of stealth. Boots of more reflex. Defense against prone. Times 2. Don't think the reflex will stack. Defense against prone in case she gets knocked over, I suppose. Right, a belt. Damage reduction against burn, freeze, and grants wood skin, or grants knockdown once. Wood skin is useful. Potions and lotions. Do we have any? We have potions of eldritch aim. No potions of restoring vitality apart from these minor regeneration potions. Well, that's better than nothing. Minor endurance. Okay, so she's got some items now. Better than nothing. Okay. Now we're going to have assistance from the Valian people here. So this should be pretty doable. Charge! Okay, so we managed to catch it before the fight started, hence why we could deck Pallegina out in some equipment. First thing we're going to do is make use, I think. Is this per rest? Yeah. Do we need to use summons? I don't think so. We'll play it by ear. Oh, well, I think we have this. I think we have this. Yeah. This doesn't require any strategic maneuvering here. This is just brute force. Oh my god, I think we probably should save him, right? Adair? Run. Come on, you've got to save him. Save the ambassador. There we go. Okay.
Ambassador, are you all right?
The ambassador shakes his head and looks around at the aftermath of the battle. I am alive, yes. I'm not all right, Palagina. When you plant a crop of intrigue, this is the harvest you reap.
Nita, do you think that if we ignore this, that it would go away on its own?
I do not. These people are more dangerous than I believed, I admit, but that does not release you from your responsibilities. Palagina's feathers instantly ruffle in protest. I will pray that Hylia gives you swift travels.
Please don't.
You do what you can. I will do the same. For now, that means prayer. The ambassador shrugs and throws up his hands. Good fortune to both of you. Ado Vidorio.
Ado Vidorio.
Well,
Hey.
Not everybody died.
Hey.
As a bonus, I suppose. Got a few coins and stuff.
All right then.
Quite a few coins.
Yeah?
One last chitty chatty, see if he's...
Welcome.
Interesting. What is this? Okay, so there's apparently a quest here that we can do. Alright, so... something about an adventuring troupe stealing Engwithan ruins and selling them to people in the Valian Republics. Strictly forbidden trading Engwithan relics is... Alright, well, if it's helping the Valian Republics, despite what's going on here, perhaps we can smooth things over with the ambassador, offering our services. Thank you. A prominent merchant in the Republics, Maestre Barkozy, has also developed an interest in obtaining Engwithan relics and sent a buyer to Defiance Bay to meet with the Forgotten. I arranged for the Knights of the Crucible to detain the buyer for questioning. I may have suggested that the buyer was a wanted criminal. I'll need you to go into the buyer's place, posing as Barkozy's representative, and learn how the Forgotten are smuggling the relics through Defiance Bay. With that knowledge, I can take steps to discreetly dismantle their operation and discredit them in the eyes of their patrons. Right. The Forgotten. Edelwan Bridge. So a little bit of undercover work, eh? Unexpected quest there.
Of course.
Okay, so on to the next piece of business. I think what we shall do is we shall...
No, not these days. Parents left the country years back during the purges. I think about them a lot.
After the saints were... You dear Woodens certainly have a knack for holding on to old grudges.
Hey.
I have a feeling that it may take some time for this blade to be crafted, so we'll probably have to leave it with the smith and come back at a later time. So we'll get it done kind of sharpish, and then we can go about our business in and around the city, and hopefully when we've finished our business we can return and pick up our new toy.
Just say the word.
Here he is, Dunstan. The bottom of Dunstan's beard is singed away, and he smells of burning hair. Even I didn't believe the dozens would go that far. Now we know what we're up against. Okay, so showing him the pieces of the blades of the Endless Path. Asking if he could perhaps repair it. Aye, and 'twould be a privilege too. Not often you get to lay eyes on such fine craftsmanship. He runs a calloused finger along the edge of one of the shards. This blade will take some time, but I guarantee it'll be worth the wait. Okay. Getting it straight back, essentially. Perhaps going around and just chilling out and talking with the locals. Returning, and here we go. Finest work I've ever done, if I may say so. It's only a shame I can't take all the credit for it. Something else on your mind? Not a damn thing. Other than, show me the blade. Okay, please don't be two-handed. Okay, it's two-handed. I had a sneaky suspicion it was going to be. But look at the damage it does. Oh, Khan has got the other S-stock in our inventory. I was going to compare the damage it does to that. 5 damage bypass, 23 to 33 PS damage. It's a superb weapon with plus 12 to accuracy and 45% damage boost, plus 20% attack speed, and plus 10 accuracy granted to an ally attacking the same target. And let's have a look at the blurb of this. An Adarian explorer once heard a legend of an Engwithan tomb filled with the dead empire's greatest treasures. Dead set on making a name and fortune for himself, he had one of the finest smiths in the Dealwood craft a blade worthy of his task. He descended into a place known as the Endless Paths of Odnua and was never heard from again. His possessions were scattered by the evils that dwelled within, and his priceless blade was shattered. Until now it was pieced back together by a Crucible Knight smith and placed into the loving hands of Fedoran, who now has to decide who is going to wield it. It's a thing of beauty. We can actually enchant it further with secondary damage, with slaying damage. We could even give it some white forgery, but we don't have enough Durgan refined steel. I think it'll go well in the hands of a barbarian, perhaps? Maybe give it to Minare, or... I mean, we haven't used Nadog for some time. Will we ever use him again before the end? Possibly not. Hard to say, but for this moment in time, the weapon shall remain in our pack. I suppose we could switch Karna into heavier armour and have him become a melee character. Give him the S-Dock. It's worth bearing in mind.
Hey.
Let me know your thoughts, people. Righty-ho then. So the next piece of business is to pop inside the old ducal palace and see what's developed since the riots.
Hey.
Alright, so we'll check in with... oh, Douglas has leveled up. We'll check in with Sidley here.
Hey.
Okay, so just chuntering about the fact that Duke Avar is no longer with us.
Hey.
No, doesn't appear that we have any sort of replacement or anything like that.
Welcome.
Okay, so her dreams are now peaceful.
Hey.
After we assisted her. Right then, on to our next piece of business in the city.
Hey.
Which is to head to Copper Lane for a bounty. And no, not the kind you eat. The delightful chocolate bar. Coconut. Ah. So one more building to build, which is the curio shop, and then we will be back to full capacity. Somewhere down here, according to our map, there is somebody by the name of Daroth Grimolt, a vampire. He's already been killed once, or nearly killed. We have been asked to finish the deed.
Ready, Watcher. Got it.
So we will have our resident sneak scout out the area and see if we can locate this vampire and hopefully not walk into an ambush or an unfavourable situation, and we can prepare ourselves properly to make matters a hell of a lot more smooth than some of the bounties we've had in the past, where we've just kind of stumbled into drakes flying around and been out of position and bumbling into pigware and things. We don't know exactly where this vampire is, and these catacombs are a fairly large area.
Hey.
I have a sneaky suspicion that he's possibly going to be somewhere in here, if I was to put some money on it, as it were. So do you know what? I think we'll go... No, do you know what? We'll just take things methodically.
Ready, Watcher.
We won't try and second guess, we'll just go nice and methodically. And we will speed this up because we don't want to spend too much time finding them. Now we should have already cleared this place of traps, hence why we are not bringing Zawa with us. Sagani has been left to her own devices. And she's more than capable.
Slow and silent.
Well, so far my prediction is looking pretty spot on. Could be in here. But no. Could be in here. No. He is going to be exactly where I thought he was. I can tell you that now. Unless he's going to be here. Or maybe in one of them rooms.
Ready, Watcher.
Oh, okay. We have action. Skeletal Wizard, Vampire, Gull, Skeletal Ranger, Daroth Grimalt. Immune to quite a few things. Okay, so best place to do this is probably to hold ourselves up in a doorway, but I don't think we actually need to be quite so defensive. But just for the sake of it, I am going to be.
Ready, Watcher.
So we're going to pull ourselves into a room.
Zawa is ready.
We're gonna have Zawa do this because he is the one
Zawa is ready.
that has the boots of speed.
Yes.
He's going to pull these things into that room. If we can. I mean, it's a lot further than I first thought, but you know what? So be it. There we go. Boots of speed. Don't really need them. Okay, I don't think we need to do this in this manner. So
Zawa is ready.
yeah, they're not going to come too far. Ha 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 ha! Ha! Ooh! Come on, people! Come on! Not as if you've got things to do, you know. Oh, wow. Knock him over. We've taken down half of the party.
Zawa is ready.
It's a good start.
Hey,
Now for the other half. Have they moved on? Oh no, they're still there. Oh my gosh! We didn't kill as many as I thought we did. Right, Zawa is charmed. Do we have an anti-charm prayer? Could be useful. Yep, there we go. Let's cast this. Okay, right, we need a little bit of assistance. Could be useful. We got some 7th level spells we've leveled up with Fedoran. Should reuse one or two of them. Substantial Phantom creates a copy, apparently, of Fedoran that can cast some low-level spells, so we'll try that. There he is, look at him! He can cast stuff. Well, that's a vampire, holy moly. Right, we just need to be careful here that we don't get a little bit overly cocky with stuff. Because we are getting a bit pummeled here. Dargles, we've got Skeletal Ranger, Skeletal Wizard. Who's this? That's actually the old Grimald himself. Righty-ho. Oh. Take you over there. Adair, taking on a Dargle is fine. Old Mr. Punchy Pants. Swift strikes on the Dargle there. Palagina with a Dargle there. We could really use some spells at this point, I think. Okay. First of all, we're going to cast Alacrity.
Just say the word.
And then we're going to start pummeling some spells. Right, we'll start with these ones. And we'll... Death Ray. I'm just going to pop a heal here. Keep us up in the mix. Right, you! Missiles. Okay, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Could do with these guys being hit with something, maybe. Alright, we're still doing fine. She's of course got lay on hands, so she should be able to help herself if need be. We've lost our little friend here. Holy crap! Help us out here! Help us out here! Man is coming far too close to the squishies! Zawa, no wounds at all. He's absolutely kicking backside here. Absolutely kicking backside. Good night, Vienna. Right. Let's get this show on the road! Woo! This skeleton wizard is causing quite the problem. Not anymore. Bloody hell.
Hey.
Okay. And that was with a few of the members of the team taken care of separately.
All right then.
Why can't we
I'm ready.
loot this?
Hey. Hey.
Good job, my friends, good job. So we have Daroth Grimald's head. I'm sure our warden will be pleased to see it. In a perverse kind of way, of course. On to the next piece of business, which is heading to a bridge. Edelwan Bridge, where we're going to now don the art of disguise. Meeting in the hours of darkness seems appropriate, given the shadiness of our business. So Fedoran, of course, needs to look the part. We're playing the part of a Valian seller, are we not? Or a Valian... Yeah.
That was way too much Blackson.
Yeah, Maestre Barcosi's buyer. So we are an envoy of Maestre Barcosi. So therefore, we need to look... We are a Valian, of course, but we need to look like a Valian. So donning our Valian fineries, looking good, our Valian clothing, our lovely company captain's hat, which is made for battle, but not made for parleying with potential buyers. So we're going to don the rather more elegant looking hat. Yeah, this is an envoy of a maestri. Looks quite the part.
Hey.
Perhaps we should save it as well before this goes tits up. Do you know it will do?
Hey.
Although I don't know, Fedoran's silver tongue has worked wonders recently. He's becoming quite proficient in the art of his diplomacy skills. Art of persuasion. Started out a little bit of a bumbling fool, but I think now, as time has passed, he's become quite a good negotiator. Right, so pose as Maestre Barcosi's buyer.
Of course.
No, that was not right, was it? Pose as Maestre Barcosi's buyer. Oh, okay. So we're not playing... Oh, I thought we were playing an envoy of Bark... I'm getting confused. Do you know what? Well, we'll roll with it. Uh-oh. Oh, this is... So this is another adventuring troop. How very interesting. Adventuring troop versus adventuring troop. These guys have a name. We don't have a name. Perhaps if we lock horns with these guys and we come out victorious, as is obviously going to be the case, perhaps we should give ourselves a name. If there was 5 of us, it could be Fedoran's 5, but there's 6 of us, you see. Oh, there's 7 of us. Oh, there's 8 of us if you include the pets. Anyway, apparently this leader of the this group head, his hand rests lightly on the hilt of his flail as Fedoran approaches. What's your business with us? Does the name Barcosi mean anything to you? Yes, you're late, and we hate to be kept waiting. Don't let it happen again. Now, on to the details of our arrangement. There's a loose plank on the southern end of the docks in Ondra's Gift, near that sunken ship. Leave the payment there, gems and coins only. Gems, preferably. They're much easier to carry than sacks of coin. Right. We'll take the payment and replace it with Nguithan relics of slightly lesser value. I say lesser because we have to take our own fee first. We're doing all the work and taking most of the risk after all. There you have it. Clean and simple. Any questions? Yes, well, how do I know that you won't just take the money and leave nothing in return? This arrangement works for Maestre Fusillo. It works for Maestre Ross. You don't like the deal? Walk away. Well, perhaps Fedoran thinking we shouldn't really ask too many questions at this point. Don't want to spook them. I don't have any more questions. Good. Give us about a week and we'll have something for you. Uh-oh. Defeat the Forgotten. Bad news, Ormanth! Barcosi's buyer isn't coming. Looks like the knights took him in for questioning. My guess is a ghostie is behind it. So, what's going on here? Who's this? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Flummoxed. And look who's front and centre. Not even in his bloody fighting attire. I knew it was a bad idea to put stupid clothes on him. Maybe if we're quick, we can probably do a quick switcheroo like we did with Pallegina. Uh-oh. Good question. I think Fedoran is probably just going to stare back in dumbfounded silence, thinking, typical. He knows too much. Kill him! Right. We haven't started battle yet, I don't think. So, just like magic, the Valiant clothes rip off. Perhaps like those theatrical suits they can take off in one swoop. And underneath is the stuff he needs. They're probably thinking, what the hell is he doing putting his hat on, changing hats? What the hell is he doing? Right. So it's adventuring troop versus adventuring troop. It's 6-on-6 action. Which team is better? Find out in a brief moment. Attack! Uh-oh.
Ready when you are.
Oh, shoot. Oh, balderdash. I was going to swear there, but I won't swear. I will refrain from swearing, and I will cast Slicken. Holy cow, this guy is running around like an absolute maniac. Absolute maniac. Who's this? Zawa? You need to help us here. Uh-oh. Alacrity. Get the hell out of there, please. There we go. Right. Can we get this guy down? Right, we need confusion. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Now we're cooking. Wait a second here, I'm getting confused. Take down the spellcaster! There we go, he's gone into 1,000 particles! What the hell is happening? Oh my god, it's all gone horribly wrong for those guys! Right, reposition. Oh, no, maybe not. And leave the leader to last.
Better try something else.
Good shot with this.
And down he goes like a sack of spuds. It looks like our adventuring troop is the better of the two. And now we definitely need a name. Sanguine Plate. This looks actually pretty decent. Wow, that looks like a nice piece of armour. I may have to don that just because it looks awesome. Owned by a barbarian from Rauatai. Huh. Named for the owner's jolly nature. But his good humour was counterweighted by a hair-trigger temper. And it said that none who actually saw him in a bad mood lived to tell the tale. And it's not even enchanted yet, so we enchant it with exceptional. And it will increase its damage reduction even further, giving it a damage reduction of 16, which is as high as it can, as high as anything we've got so far. So yeah, that's a nice piece of equipment. I quite like that.
Hey.
Ooh, we have books of spells. We have spell books.
Yeah?
Books of spellness. Right, let's have a quick look at these books of spellness, because can any of them... can we learn anything from any of them? Right, let's have a look. Fedoran just rifling through here. Oh, we can. We can learn Flame Shield. Just perhaps telling his party just to hang fire here. Just needs to make sure that we haven't left any spells on the table, to coin a phrase. And that'll be a no. His grimoire collection grows ever larger. Alright, so we need to return to the embassy, report the news. I was going to say good news. Is it good news? It's only good news for us. We're still alive. But is it good news for the Vadian republics? I'd say so.
Hey.
Seeing as they're all dead, they're the ones that were getting the relics. They will no longer be getting them, will they? Right, so this will be the last piece of business for today's session. In the next one, we are going to turn our attentions once again to Fedoran's Keep and the endless paths that lie below. We've got, I think, 3 more levels to clear out, by my reckoning. I think there's 15 levels. So we're almost there. Will we get to face down Odnua himself? That could be a tough one. That could be a tough one. Fedoran clearing his throat and stepping forward.
Yeah? Hello?
You brought good news, I hope? Yes, well, we did meet with the Forgotten, but unfortunately it didn't quite go as planned. Oh, you weren't able to learn anything about their smuggling operation then? Well, yes, I did manage to pick up a snippet or two of information, and all was going very well until they discovered I wasn't really Barkozi's representative. I see. Well, I'm glad you survived the experience. He rubs his chin. I'd hoped that I could resolve this situation with subtlety, but what's done is done. I have no idea what may come of this, but that's my problem, not yours. Take these gems as payment for your service. If there is nothing else, I must return to my duties. Fare thee well. And thank you for the gems, of which I have no clue what you have given me. 5 emeralds!
Hey.
Not bad at all. Right, so that is the end of today's session. We have returned to Defiance Bay, and, well, all is back in order. Appears to be. Minus a duke, of course. And, yeah, a bit of a scuffle in the embassy. A new blade, of which I'm going to rely on some of your suggestions, maybe, as to who may wield it. And, yeah, in the next session, we shall head back down into the Endless Pass and hopefully finish them off once and for all. So until then, see you soon.